This is the batch of the COVID warrior graduates. The hardest diamonds are the ones which have faced the highest pressures and stresses of earth, and the best doctors are produced in the most challenging of the times.
While an intern's life was already one of the toughest times in the career of a doctor, the batch wears the distinct badge of honor of the fearless frontline service while still facing the already tough challenges of achieving excellence in the academic field.
It is this batch of elite COVID warriors we celebrate today. Let us honor them with a huge round of applause. Now I request Dr. Santosh Mulge sir, Associate Professor, Department of Anatomy, to escort a guest of honor, Dr. Umesh Jadhav, Honorable Member of Parliament, Kalaburgi, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Pramod M. Sir, Associate Professor, Department of General Surgery, to escort our guest of honor, Shri Dattatraya Patil Regu Sir, Honorable MLA Kalaburgi South and Chairman of Kalyan Karnataka Regional Development Board, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Revana Siddhappa sir, Associate Professor, Department of Pediatrics, to escort our guest of honor, Dr. S. Sachidanand sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health and Sciences, Bangalore, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Ramesh Sir, Associate Professor, Department of Preventive and Social Medicine, to escort our guest of honor, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Balekundri Ma'am, Professor Emeritus, former Professor HOD Pediatric Cardiology at Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences, to the dais and present Madam with a bouquet.
I now request Dr. Harish Bhargava, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacology, to escort our special invitee, Dr. T.A. Sheku sir, Professor Emeritus, Department of Pediatrics, and former Director, James Kalaburgi, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Rupa Patil Ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Anesthesia, to escort our Chief Patron and President, Dr. Kavita Patil Ma'am, Director cum Dean, to the dais and present Ma'am with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Murli Sheku sir, Associate Professor, Department of Anatomy, to escort our patron, Dr. Umesh S.R. sir, Principal of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences, Kalaburgi, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Suma Patil Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Dermatology, to escort our patron, Srimati Parvati KAS, Chief Administrative Officer, Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences, to the dais and present Ma'am with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Sidram Patil sir, Assistant Professor, Department of ENT, to escort our patron, Dr. Mohammad Shafiuddin sir, Medical Superintendent, Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences, Kalaburgi, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet.
I request Dr. Akash Antony, Assistant Professor, Department of General Medicine, to escort our patron, Dr. A.S. Rudrakadi sir, District Surgeon, Kalaburgi, to the dais and present sir with a bouquet. I request Dr. Suma Patil Ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Dermatology, to escort Dr. Rajshekhar Mali sir, District Health Officer.
We take pleasure in welcoming all the heads of the department and staff for their constant support and being guiding lights to the students throughout their academic tenure.
A child's success is never his own. It is the unconditional love and support from parents, the two strong pillars of support that stand behind through thick and thin. We welcome the families of all the students for gracing this event today evening.
Take Karnataka, and for that I request everyone to please stand up for the Nada Geete.
जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय सुंदर नदी नगरनाडे जय हे रस ऋषिगण वीरे जय भारत जननीय तनु जाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते भूदेवी मकुट गमणीये भारत जननीय तनु जाते जय भारत जननीय तनु जाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ ಪಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಜನ್ನ ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ ಪಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಜನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳಧಾಮ ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ತೈಲಪ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಡಂಕಣ ಜಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ತೈಲಪ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಡಂಕಣ ಜಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜೈ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸೀಕ ಜೈನರು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸೀಕ ಜೈನರು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ಗೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ಗೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜೈ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ.
Light and lightness have always been equated with positivity and passion. As a pole star guides a ship in the seas, it is the lamp of knowledge that guides our profession.
May this light always guide us towards a better tomorrow. Let the sparks of wisdom propel us towards the healing of human sufferings. Let the ray of hope bring in new blaze of medical innovation and research for a better healing touch.
Vaccines are one of the most important tools for preventing outbreaks and keeping the world safe. Unfortunately, too many children are left behind.
To bridge this gap, our government is launching the intensified mission Indradhanush 3.0 now like to call upon Dr. Anil Kumar Thalikote, WHO consultant, to throw some light regarding the same scheme.
So today we are inaugurating the state launch of Mission Indradhanush 3.0. This is the flagship program of Government of India. As you know, we have almost controlled the COVID pandemic which the country and the world faced in 2020, and it's still going on. Due to COVID pandemic, we came to know that many of the other communicable diseases, including the routine immunization, was affected in 2020. Taking all into consideration, the Government of India and the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, pretty well knew that many of the kids 0 to 2 years and pregnant women have missed their routine immunization doses. So based on all these factors, they categorized the districts of India into low risk, high risk and low risk, medium risk and high risk. 250 districts of India were categorized as high risk districts, and the Government of India has recommended the states to undertake Mission Indradhanush in 250 districts. 9 districts of Karnataka were also included in that. Government of Karnataka added 4 more districts to that. So totally 13 districts of Karnataka are going in for Mission Indradhanush, including Kalburgi. So according to the protocol or the guidelines given by Government of India, Government of Karnataka conducted the required sensitization and training of all these 13 districts, and they advised us to conduct the district workshop. We conducted the district workshop twice. One was on 3rd February and the second one was 11th February. Taluka training also conducted on 4th and 6th, and the health workers were trained on the survey from 7th and on 7th and 8th of February. We conducted a district task force meeting under the chairmanship of our DC twice, one on 6th and the second one on 8th. So our preparations are, our population of the district is 28,97,000, and we surveyed the entire district. We identified the missed out pregnant women and 0 to 2 kids who have missed their routine immunization doses. So overall, we could identify 584 pregnant women who have missed their TD vaccine. 0 to 2 year children, we could identify 3,199. There are totally 557 high-risk polio high-risk areas. Totally 466 Indradhanush sessions are being planned. 320 as a vaccination center and 146 as the mobile session sites. 263 healthcare workers or the ANMs are working in this Mission Indradhanush. So this is for 4 days and there are 2 rounds. The Mission Indradhanush is starting from tomorrow, and we are very thankful for our minister for having agreed to have a launch, state launch at Kalburgi. Thank you very much, sir. So we request you to launch the Mission Indradhanush in Kalburgi, sir.
How come?
And that was truly enlightening message regarding the newly launched intensified Mission Indradhanush.
I now invite our dynamic Dean Cum Director, Dr. Kavita Patil ma'am.
We recollect the challenges that we faced and looked for the opportunities in those hurdles and difficult times, which reinforced our confidence, enhanced our strengths, and helped us to see who supported us. And it's a day to rejoice the collective efforts of our academic and clinical pursuits, and it's a day to celebrate with a young, outgoing first batch of doctors from this esteemed institution. And this is the beginning of some wonderful times ahead for all the students, and each moment is thrilling and precious. And I heartily thank every one of you for joining us today as we gather for the grand and first convocation of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. An extraordinary spirit and enthusiasm is seen everywhere among the young graduates, anxiously awaiting to be capped as medical graduates. And this is the first batch of the students graduating from this Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences, and we all have the privilege of joining this ceremony of the first batch from this prestigious institution. And it's a privilege to honor for all of us from Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences to have the august presence of the distinguished guests on this dais, and who have kindly consented and graced the occasion of this memorable convocation. And first and foremost, it's a great pleasure to have Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and our beloved Minister for Medical Education, Dr. K. Sudhakarji, as a chief guest of this grand function. And as a doctor, his services and contribution in the last 1 year have been greatly appreciated across the state as well as across the nation during this COVID pandemic. And he has just set an example of what an young doctor can achieve despite many difficulties that he faced by virtue of his impressive conduct and affable poise. And our deepest respects for his parents for grooming him what he is today and giving us such a wonderful personality and an impeccable minister whose services are placed on record. And we wish him for greater heights in his career. And sir has arrived today for this function despite his busiest schedule on our humble request. So we are all greatly honored by your kind presence in Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. And a warm and hearty welcome to you, sir, on the behalf of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences fraternity. And we are pleased to have the guest of honor, our honorable member of Parliament and kind patron figure for this institute, Dr. Umesh Jadhav Sirji, whose kind blessings and helping hand is always there with us whenever we need, and his services as Member of Parliament and being a senior surgeon and his medical expertise have greatly helped this institution. Despite his hectic schedules and endless itinerary, he has given us his precious time to be here on this occasion. It's a pleasure for all of us to have you as sir today, and a hearty welcome to you on behalf of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. And another kind and impressive personality that we have on the dais is Honorable Chairman for KKRDP and the Legislative Assembly Member, Shri Dattatreya Patil Reo Sirji, whose contribution is immense for the development of this institution. And as a Chairman of KKRDP, he has supported us in procurement of whatever we required for the institution in the form of medical equipments, ambulance, and the list is endless. And he is ever willing to meet every needs of this institution. So your involvement and concern for this institution is appreciated widely. And a warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of all the faculty members of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Dr. Sachidanand sir, whose advice and support are unparalleled for the smooth functioning of academic activities of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. He is a wonderful guide, philosopher, and the kindest personality whose support and contribution are immeasurable on many fronts for us, and is accessible at all the times and a great advisor whenever we need him for any advice, and his patience and encouragement are most precious. So a warm and the heartiest welcome on behalf of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences faculties. And another guest of honor, and the most learned pediatric cardiologist of our state, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Balekundri Madam, Professor Emeritus, former pediatric head of Department of Pediatric Cardiology, Jadhav Institute of Medical Sciences of Cardiology, whose academic and clinical and literary knowledge is so vast that she is an icon for all the young doctors present here. And her speech, knowledge, advice will be the most beneficial for all the students today. So our students are eager to hear from you, ma'am. And I extend a warm welcome to our beloved Dr. Vijayalakshmi Balachandran for this convocation. And Dr. T.A. Shepur, sir, Professor Emeritus and former Dean cum Director for GEMS, who has contributed immensely in the formative days of this institute. Whose services are remembered always. A hearty welcome to you, sir, for this function on behalf of all this fraternity of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. The most important to mention here the parents and guardians who are present to witness this capping of the children, and the sacrifice, the love, affection, and these elders are beyond words, and it's an outcome of all their efforts to see their sons and daughters as doctors. It's a great day for them and a dream come true, a day to cherish and feel contented. And I heartily welcome to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to all the respected media fraternity who are always with us to get and be present with us and get the best out of us. Their support and encouragement is always very invaluable for us. And a warm welcome to all of you, sir, on behalf of Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences. And also I heartily welcome all the heads of department, faculties and staff who support teamwork have made us to reach this phase, and their contribution is enormous and shall be counted next only to the parents who are with us. And I warmly welcome to all of this for this grand function. I bless the students and the young graduates who are so enthusiastic and anxious to have worked hard for this day. It's your day, rejoice. And a sincere welcome to all of you on behalf of GEMS Medical College fraternity. And your presence is a privilege for every one of us here, and welcome all of you who have gathered here, and have a great day. And I also announce the congregation open for today's graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Over the past 5.5 years of your stay in this premier institute, there were several instances which one cannot forget for the rest of your lives. Be it your first day at GEMS, or the apron donning ceremony, or the first incision with scalpel.
From the aroma of formalin in the dissection hall to the aroma of gangrene in the wards.
From fainting seeing the blood to drawing the blood.
From pre-exam night out full of studies to post-exam chillings with your buddies.
From the merry strips filled with fun to the examination papers filled with puns.
From doing percussions on each other in physiology lab to treating patients with a fracture with a slab.
You guys have come a long way. Now it is the time for the symbolic Hippocratic oath that drives doctor towards making this world a better place to live in.
To do the honors, we now call upon our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sachidanand Sir, to administer the oath. We request all the graduates to rise for the same.
And hold the scroll in the left hand and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself to devote my life to service of humanity. Even under threat, I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life from the time of conception. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, party politics or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble traditions of medical professions. I will treat my colleagues with all respect and dignity. I shall abide by the code of medical ethics as enunciated in the Indian Medical Council. Thank you.
For administering the Hippocratic oath.
2020 was the year which left its indelible mark on the humanity due to COVID-19 pandemic. The first COVID death in our country was reported in Kalburgi, Karnataka, from being the second worst affected state in terms of active cases to becoming the role model state to the country in combating the disease was only possible under the able leadership of Dr. K. Sudhakar Sir, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka.
To know more about this renowned personality, I now request Dr. Ajay Sir, Professor and Head of Department, Preventive and Social Medicine, to introduce the Chief Guest to the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Chief Guest of today's function, Shri Dr. Keshava Reddy Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education. Born in a little village, Perasanga in Chikballapur district on the 6th of June 1973. Right from the days of his grandfather, Shri Patel Avala Reddy, he had tradition of serving the society. After obtaining medical degree from Siddhartha Institute of Medical Sciences, Tumkuru, he wanted to do more for the society and chose to dedicate his time and efforts towards building a better tomorrow for the state as well as the country. This was because in the very early stage, he realized although he was a doctor by profession, he was a social worker by spirit. He has been elected to Karnataka Legislative Assembly continuously 3 times from Chikballapura constituency. Presently, he is Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, and under his able guidance, Karnataka government successfully fought the COVID-19 pandemic and brought it under control. Since his early student years and even today, he has been a strong advocate for a greener tomorrow and has committed himself to the cause of reducing the global carbon footprint. As a doctor and strong believer in the preservation of our environment, his commitment to the fighting pollution of all forms and creating a cleaner and greener tomorrow is unparalleled. Dr. Sudhakar Sir has emerged at the forefront of the battle against the ill effects of pollution and has always backed various eco-friendly legislations. He was instrumental in reviving the 44 dying irrigation tanks which helped in providing water for the farmers of Chikballapur district. He is also working very closely to revive the 330-acre Kandavara tank which will help to reduce farmers' dependency on rainfall for farming. Like eyes are crucial for vision, education is critical for the development of humanity. In order to promote value-based quality education, especially for rural children, he started Shanta Vidyaniketan School in memory of his late mother. Dr. Sudhakar Sir played a very pivotal role in executing the no vehicle weekend pilot at Nandi Hills in order to promote cyclists and other eco-friendly travelers by banning motor vehicles. His views was to reduce air and noise pollution on top of the scenic Nandi Hills and promote ecotourism. Let's Be the Change is a social media campaign supported by Dr. Sudhakar Sir to spread awareness about the environment amongst his wide follower base. His vision is to save energy and try to build a clean and green environment for the better future. And his mission is to reduce Karnataka state's carbon footprint and make it a model state when it comes to pollution regulation and environmental legislation implementation. Sir, we really appreciate you for taking out time from your busy schedule and also for motivating all of us by being a living example of kindness and selfless service to the nation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anindal.
Now request our Dean cum Director Ma'am, Dr. Kavita Patil and Dr. Mohammad Shafiuddin Sir, Medical Superintendent, Gulbarga Institute of Medical Sciences, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. K. Sudhakar Sir, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka.
Of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, to share his thoughts on this joyful occasion.
Give a very big claps for Aditya Batch. It's a memorable event. It's a great event today, and it is going to be a historical in all your lives. And in the history of gyms, this is a special day and unique day. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the new graduates, the first batch from gyms.
for duly becoming the doctors of today's society. Indeed, it is a great privilege and opportunity, I feel, that to be a part of this historical event. And I really thank the director cum Dean Dr. Kavita Patil to have invited me for this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವರೇ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? All are from Karnataka? Majority is from Karnataka. No, I am only thinking whether what language I should speak in, because your parents should also understand. So I'll try to speak in both. ಇವತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳು ಏನು ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಪಾದಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 5 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರ ಕನಸು, ಅವ್ರ ಕನಸಿಗಿನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸು ನೀವು ಕಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕನಸು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ನನಸಾಗಿದೆ. ಅನೇಕರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ಬಾಲ್ಯದಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳು ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಬಹಳ ಜನ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಸಂಭ್ರಮಿಸುವಂತ ದಿನ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆದಾಗ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆತಂಕಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಗಾದೆ. ನಾನು ದೂರದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲಬುರಗಿಗೆ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂತೋಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಲನ್ನ ಹಂಚ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಳೆರಾಯ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಆಲ್ಮೈಟಿ came through rain showers and showered blessings on you all. So for the kind of service that you rendered in last 1 year, I really thank and acknowledge you from the bottom of our hearts. I know how the situation was in the GIMS hospital. I know how the situation was in this part of Karnataka. The first mortality due to COVID came from Kalaburgi. We were having constant and continuous video conferences, visits, and your director was really brave enough as a woman. She was the personification of womanhood. So I really congratulate her for standing with a true spirit, with commitment, dedication, and as a true leader, she took all of you together. Because Kalaburgi is a division where the healthcare is supposed to be mooted to many other districts around this district. At least 3 or 4 districts depended on GIMS. So today, Hyderabad, Karnataka, or what we call as Kalyana Karnataka, our Honorable Chief Minister has coined this region as Kalyana Karnataka, thinking he has to concentrate and he has to lay the emphasis on development to this region. My dear young friends, few minutes before you just took the Hippocratic oath. This oath should be more stronger oath, stronger prayers. Every day you should recite in your early mornings. This word should be always ringing in your ears, and you should be feeling in your hearts. Because you said ethically and morally, a doctor will never change. A doctor is the only professional who treats his or her patients, without seeing, without discriminating his religion, caste and creed, rich or poor. That's why doctor's profession is the noblest profession in the world. And that's why the people respect you with high esteem, with the distinguished esteem. So I feel, my dear friends, today your education, you have become a graduate, but this is not your end of your education. As we all know, the doctor's profession, the medical education in particular, has been a very long one. You just got the certificate to practice. But today, even the common man, his knowledge on healthcare is humongous. They expect, a common man also expects their doctor to be a super specialist or a specialist minimum. So I'm sure every one of you, about 150 of you, by now you would have realized and you would have determined to be what? Which speciality you would like to get into. You must be making already preparations towards that. And Government of Karnataka, we have come out with the new policy where all our graduates and postgraduates, after completing your graduation and post-graduation, as a policy, you are supposed to work 1 year in rural areas as a compulsory service. I hope not just because of compulsion, you will choose to go to rural areas and serve the needy out of your commitment and out of your passion. This is the need of the hour. As we all know, India has 1 bed to almost 1,000 population. Whereas the WHO norm says that we need to have minimum 2.7 beds for every 1,000 population. So we have a long way to go. Similarly, the doctors and population ratio also has to improve. Though under Atmanirbhar Bharat, our Honorable Prime Minister in the last 6 years has contributed in establishing 138 medical colleges across India. 4 medical colleges have been sanctioned in Karnataka, and in last 1 year we have started construction in Haveri, Yadgir, Chikmagalur and Chikballapur. We also inaugurated Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College in Bangalore, Shivaji Nagar. So there is no dearth for talent pool here. There is no dearth for infrastructure, health infrastructure, medical education infrastructure in Karnataka. It is the right bent of mind that the young doctors should adapt, inculcate in your careers and in your lives. I do not mind if you wish to do your higher studies in overseas, in reputed universities, to get access to the modern technology and use lot of tools there. But please remember, the needy people of India, the rural part of India, requires the health experts in India to serve them. So please remember them. You should come back and serve the rural India. 70% of Indians even today resides in rural areas. Only less than 30% live in urban areas. But we have more than 70% of our health infrastructure which is concentrated in urban areas, cities, metropolitan cities. But less than 30% of infrastructure is there in the rural areas. So there is a huge divide, disparity. We need to bridge the gap here. Karnataka is coming out with 15,000 graduates every year and almost 5,000 postgraduates every year. So I really appeal to all the doctors to serve the human community, not just for money, but for your commitment of serving the poor. Healthcare has never witnessed the kind of challenges that we posed in the last 1 year. And especially your batch, Advaitya, I think this will be a memorable and unforgettable 1 year of the real service that you all rendered, because I know for the fact the maximum hard work put in to handle the pandemic in Karnataka or in this country is by the house surgeons and the postgraduate students. This 1 year of service, you will always be remembering, and people will remember you, the history will remember you. So the medical education, as I told you, today it is not ending. You have just gone out of your classrooms. As our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji said, you are now exposed to the world. With a bitter competition around you, you need to compete with other college students, other university students, other nationals, and be the best. So this should be the challenge that you should be adapting. And I want to quote what Mahatma Gandhi ji said. He always said, if you want to discover yourself, you can only discover yourself by forgetting in the service of others. That is the only way that you can discover yourself. APJ Abdul Kalam ravaru ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಗೂಡು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಅದು ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಗೂಡು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಗರುಡ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೋಡದ ಮೇಲೋಗಿ ಅದು ಹಾರಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನ ಎದುರಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀರಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ದಿಟ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಎದುರಿಸಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಬರಬೇಕು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಬಂದು ಗೆಲ್ಲಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೆಯಲಾರದಂತ ದಿನ. ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದೇ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು 3 ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಕೇಂದ್ರವನ್ನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಎರಡನೇದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇಂದ್ರಧನುಷ್ 3, 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮತ್ತು ಗರ್ಭಿಣಿ ಸ್ತ್ರೀಯರಿಗೆ ಲಸಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತ ದಿವಸ. ಇವತ್ತು ಚಾಲನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ 3 ದಿವಸಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗಿದೆ. 3 ಹೊಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು, 3 ವೈಶಿಷ್ಟ್ಯಪೂರ್ಣವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. The union government in its budget they have given 137% more. They have allocated 137% more than the last year budget. So it is almost like 1,38,000 plus another 85,000 crores. Totally 2,37,000 crores has been earmarked for the healthcare of this country. We all know that healthcare is divided in 3 aspects: primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, and tertiary healthcare. We need to upgrade the primary healthcare so that our public health is built robustly. The load on the secondary and the tertiary healthcare will be minimized. So that is the reason why our government is focusing more on improving the primary health center across the state. We have 2,380 PHCs. In the coming days, we would like to ensure all PHCs will be 24/7. It will be working on 24/7 model. Similarly, all the regional district hospitals, we would like to upgrade it and we would like to include a robust cardiovascular services, nephrological services, Department of Mental Health Sciences, Geriatric Department. So these are the new innovative departments that we would like to bring in at the regional centers so that the load on the Bangalore hospitals should be minimized and the pain of traveling from the far off places like North Karnataka, that is Kalaburgi, Bidar, Belgaum, Hubli to Bangalore should be minimized. So we are also thinking of having a Kidwai center, sub-centers in Kalaburgi, Belgaum, Mangalore and Davangere. Similarly, we want to have number of trauma centers in a major national highways. And we are also coming out with a very integrated approach of emergency ambulance services, which includes the telemedicine, tele-ICU, mother and child ambulances, and similarly we want to integrate this with back-end office technological call center, and also we are contemplating to introduce and to include the air ambulance also, because we would like to save many thousands of lives. We have witnessed in the past, because of the untimely services of our ambulances, we have lost many precious lives. So we need to improve these services in the state. Our government is very seriously planning to include all these services in the proposed budget, which our Honorable Chief Minister will be releasing it on the March 8th of next month. So my dear young friends, The world is beautiful. The people are really nice. It is up to you to decide the path of your destination, because everybody has the choice. So you too have the choice. The choice that you make will determine and will define your careers. The choice of yours should really should be felt by your parents, should be felt by your society, should be felt by this nation. So I really acknowledge again and congratulate my all graduating friends to have an illustrious career and an illustrious future for all of you. Lastly, I would like to request you not to forget the real commitment, the real love and care what your parents, your teachers have given. Please remember this and take them along for a very long time, because this is a very changing times I am seeing. I hope our graduate friends understands the tone of my language, the intention of what I have told today. I hope today our Honorable Member of Parliament, who was a surgeon in the same district, would like to add more tips to all of you. It's a great occasion which we can never forget in our lives. Thank you, and thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of wisdom. It was really a mind-stimulating speech. Good evening, one and all. Now, I'd like to invite our chief guest, Dr. K. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, to give out the certificates to the graduates. Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, to give out the certificates to the graduates. Kindly please come.
And now let's begin the part that everybody's been waiting for. First, I would like to call upon stage Dr. A.S. Tejaswini. She is a bright and capable person with a competent and composed mind. She is diligent, hardworking, and has an agreeable personality.
Next, Dr. Alia Tasneem. She is considerate and compassionate in nature. She is not only smart and sincere, but also cheerful and pleasant person.
Dr. Abhinetri Madinkar is a talented artist and eloquent performer. She is confident and lively with an amiable personality and kind heart.
Next, Dr. Aditya Tejesh. He is sincere, hardworking and focused with an amicable personality. He is kind and considerate with a positive outlook for life.
Dr. Afreen Begum is a bright and capable person with a competent and composed mind. She is diligent and hardworking.
Dr. Akshay K.S. is smart and spirited, full of confidence and zeal. He is always a delight to watch on stage.
Dr. Akshay Dongre. He is not present here with us. I would like to kindly accept the certificate on his behalf.
Dr. Ambadas Ramjolkar is fun-loving and outspoken person. He is assertive and ambitious with the discipline and dedication to achieve all of his goals in life.
Dr. Anusha Biradar is a friendly and sociable person. She is a champion of many sports and has a dynamic and cheerful personality.
Dr. Anusha Umesh Hubliman is thoughtful, smart and individualistic. She is talented and capable with a cool personality and a warm heart.